Imagine a world without the internet. No Google searches, no social media, no instant communication with anyone, anywhere. The internet, the vast network that connects billions of people and devices worldwide, had a surprisingly humble beginning. It wasn't born in a fancy lab or a corporate headquarters, but in the unassuming setting of a garage. In the late 1960s, the idea of connecting computers across vast distances was still a novel concept. The US Department of Defense, concerned about the vulnerability of its communication systems in the event of a nuclear attack, funded a project called ARPANET. This project was the seed from which the internet would eventually sprout. The lack of bureaucracy and the freedom to experiment were crucial in those early days. It was in this spirit of exploration and ingenuity that a group of brilliant minds came together, driven by a shared vision of a world where information could flow freely and connect people across continents. At the heart of this technological revolution were a handful of brilliant and eccentric individuals who dared to dream big. They were not corporate giants or government bureaucrats, but scientists, engineers and programmers driven by a shared passion for pushing the boundaries of what was possible. One such visionary was Paul Vint Cerf, often called the father of the internet. A gifted computer scientist, Cerf played a pivotal role in developing the communication protocols that form the backbone of the internet. His work on TCP/IP, the language that allows computers to talk to each other across networks, laid the foundation for the seamless flow of data we take for granted today. Another key figure was Robert Kahn, a computer scientist and engineer who worked alongside Cerf on the ARPANET project. Kahn's groundbreaking work on packet switching, a method of breaking down data into small packets and sending them independently across the network, was crucial in making the internet a reliable and efficient communication system. These pioneers were not just brilliant minds. They were also passionate collaborators who understood the power of teamwork. The internet, in its infancy, was not driven by profit or corporate interests, but by the sheer excitement of pushing the boundaries of technology and creating something truly groundbreaking. The garage where the internet took its first tentative steps wasn't just a physical space, it was a symbol. It represented the spirit of innovation, the audacity of dreaming big within the confines of limited resources, and the power of the entrepreneurial spirit. The image of the garage has become synonymous with the birth of groundbreaking technologies. From Hewlett-Packard to Apple, countless tech giants trace their origins back to these humble spaces. Garages offered something that corporate offices and research labs often lacked: a sense of freedom, a space where unconventional ideas could be explored without the fear of judgment or the pressure of immediate results. The garage setting also fostered a sense of camaraderie and collaboration. It was a place where like-minded individuals could come together, roll up their sleeves and work side by side, their shared passion fueling their efforts. The significance of the garage in the internet's history extends beyond its physicality. Section 4. Groundbreaking developments from packet switching to the first email. Within the confines of that unassuming garage, a series of groundbreaking developments unfolded, each one a stepping stone on the path to the internet we know today. These weren't just incremental improvements, they were fundamental breakthroughs that redefined the possibilities of digital communication. One of the most crucial innovations was packet switching, a revolutionary concept that transformed the way data was transmitted. Instead of sending information in one continuous stream, which was vulnerable to disruptions, packet switching broke it down into small packets, each labeled with its destination. These packets could travel independently across the network, taking different routes and be reassembled at the other end. This approach made the network more robust and efficient. Even if one part of the network failed, data could still find its way to its destination through alternative routes. Another significant milestone was the invention of email. In 1971, Ray Tomlinson, a computer programmer working on ARPANET, sent the first electronic message between two computers. Section 5. The network effect, connecting the world one computer at a time. The early pioneers of the internet understood that its true power lay not in individual computers, but in their interconnection. They envisioned a network where every computer could communicate with every other, regardless of its location or operating system. This concept, known as the network effect, became a guiding principle in the Internet's development. As more computers were connected to ARPANET, the network grew exponentially in value. Each new node added to the network's reach and utility, creating a virtuous cycle that attracted more users and fueled further innovation. The Internet's open architecture, based on shared protocols and standards, was crucial to its growth. Unlike proprietary networks controlled by single companies, the Internet allowed anyone to connect and contribute, fostering a spirit of collaboration and innovation. Section 6. The rise of the World Wide Web, from text to a multimedia experience. While the early Internet was a powerful tool for researchers and academics, it was still largely text-based and difficult for the average person to use. The invention of the World Wide Web in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist at CERN, changed all that. Berners-Lee envisioned a user-friendly system where information could be shared and accessed through hyperlinks, creating a web of interconnected documents. He developed HTML, the language for creating web pages, HTTP, the protocol for transferring data over the Internet, and the first web browser, which allowed users to navigate this new digital landscape. The World Wide Web made the Internet accessible to a much wider audience. It transformed the Internet from a network of computers into a network of information, ideas, and human connections. The web's multimedia capabilities, allowing for images, videos, and audio, made it even more engaging and versatile. Section 7. The Internet Today. A testament to the garage's legacy. From its humble beginnings in a garage, the Internet has evolved into a technological force that shapes every aspect of our lives. It has revolutionized communication, democratized information, fueled globalization, and created countless opportunities for innovation and entrepreneurship. Today, over half of the world's population is online, and the number continues to grow. The Internet has become an indispensable tool for education, healthcare, business, entertainment, and social interaction. It has broken down geographical barriers, connected people from different cultures, and given a voice to the marginalized.